Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now today's video is going to be a rather crazy one, and I haven't really planned this through. I'm just going as we go here because essentially what you see here represents a big investment in myself as a coin collector, who thinks my collection, but mainly what we see, as you might have seen from the title probably, is stock for the shop and for our whatnot. I'll explain what those are as we go through, but essentially this is 1,500 £1,500 of silver coins. There's some new, some old, some all kinds of things, and I want to just put them off to the side. I'm going to go through one by one, essentially seeing what we got. So I did want to make this clear. I'll zoom in a bit. No, I won't. I'll zoom out a little bit more. There we go. I just want to make that clear that before we start, like, this isn't just me casually adding coins to the collection. This is a big investment in our shop and our whatnot streams, auctions, and then there's of course there's some stuff for me as a big collector myself. Right, if we can get them out, we can start. So a lot of this was bought because good prices presented themselves, and like I say, as a dealer and seller of coins, you've got to take that opportunity. So we have firstly 2020, the Royal Arms. This is a £2 coin, as they say, as this is the 1 ounce of bullion. But as we see, £40. Now I will mention a few times throughout this spot price and that kind of thing, just to keep in mind when buying and all this kind of stuff, spot price is about £38 an ounce. This depends, 37, 70, £38-ish. That depends on when you watch this, if that's higher or lower. And if it's higher and lower, then they might seem like better or worse deals. But there's a bit of a rumour going around of a silver shortage. So I did end up buying quite a lot of 1 ounce coins at that £40 price mark, because that is a very good price. I mean, that's probably what I'd be sort of, if people sell to me in person, said, brought that in, what would you give me for that? It would probably be £40. So when you can buy online for the price you buy in person as a dealer, then it's the same difference, isn't it? This one was actually £40. It was discounted from what they originally had written on there. This is a fine silver King Arthur 1 ounce coin. A lovely design. I do have the bunk coin, and at some point, I know what I'm like. At some point, I probably will end up being a 1 ounce silver collector. For the moment, I'm not. I am. That's a complete lie. I collect the Britannias, and I've got a Royal Arms, a coronation one, and so on. But for now, those are to sell. But down the line, in years to come, will I end up buying one for myself for the collection? Probably, possibly. We'll wait and see. I can't help it. I'm an endless completionist collector. Anyway, here we go. This is a USA Silver Eagle. There's lots of different dates, and I believe, are there any rare dates? I'm not too sure. Maybe, if I had to guess, this one would be the rare date, 1986. Is that the first year? I think I'm right in saying that. Again, £40 for one of these 1 ounce big chunky coins. There, that is very, very nice indeed. Lovely. I mean, it is a nice design coin. As you know, me, Charles, and Max, the other sort of side members of Bits and Bobs, if you will, have a world coin collection between us. So we all own a third of it each, of one 1 ounce silver coin from each country, or that's the goal. And we do have an eagle. This is a peace dollar. I won't get, some of them I'll get out of the flips. Some, if I do that for all of them, we'll have a right old mess. £26 though is under that magical spot price, and it is a lovely coin. That's at least worth 30. Well, no, 30 is about melt price really, so it is worth a bit more than that. I'm not again sure on the rare dates of some of the US coins. I wouldn't imagine it's a rare date if they, if it's been priced that low. Some of these have been priced sort of in the past, so as spot price has risen quite a lot in recent, it has dipped again. Of course, we have had that quite large dip, but some of these 26, you're still paying good deals. That one just says silver, I think, and this one does say San Francisco. So that is there's a few mints, isn't there, in the US? So a pretty worn one, but again, as a nice chunk of silver. San Francisco mint, all cool stuff. Right, let's carry on with this pile. Got another eagle here, and there's lots of British, British sterling coins and stuff. We've just seemed to start off with some of the 1 ounce silver bags, or one of the 1 ounce silver bags. Right, this is a USA Eagle 1997. Again, £40. I won't be keeping them. I don't collect foreign coins. This one is easy to not keep, if you will. But I'm getting together after this video quite a nice date run of silver eagles actually. So there we go. Because here's another one. This is 1991. These are all the type 1s, obviously. And was it 2022? There's that type 2 design, which I don't think is as good. But there we go. Because this is a very nice design, the classic design. And this is actually the world's most popular bullion coin in terms of highest selling. Got another 1922 peace dollar. There we go. So I bought these online, and like I say, when I saw like some of these good deals come up, a chunk under, sort of 10% under melt for a peace dollar, go on. As a business, I had to take the hit. A massive hit it was, believe me. £1,500 spent here, but of course, that is the name of being a buyer and seller. Now, as we go through some of the other ones, I will mention where we buy and sell. You probably know this already, but it's not me trying to just say, come on, buy it, buy it, buy it. It's just me. I love to buy coins, if you haven't realized. So if you want to also be a buyer of coins, then you can come to Salisbury. So where I am, so you'll find me, well, in person only on Wednesdays in our shop, Gatehouse Antiques, as you see a little clip there on screen, right on the high street, right by the cathedral, by the Gatehouse Antiques. Upstairs is our coin cabinets filled with some of these to join them. Lots of good coins. Here's a Canada dollar. These melt at about 22. It's £20 paid for a nice 1962 dollar. That's a great design. We'll see it better on a better quality one here. This one £5 under melt price for a lovely little sort of historic design there of this Canada dollar silver. These are 800s grade silver. That one's falling out. Come on, you can get one out. Oh, there we go. I'm actually touching some silver for the first time. There we are. Lovely stuff. But yes, if you want to just come along to the shop, then it is in Salisbury, as I say, on the high street, Gatehouse Antiques. Come along and there's coins for sale. Rather a lot of coins for sale at the moment for obvious reasons. As I say, big restock incoming. Right, I'll tell you about the other sales medium in a minute, but we'll get on to some more coins. He says, oh, I'm struggling. There we go. We're in, but they're just checking. I know my face cam will be some way in the way here, but we'll deal with that. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Here we go, though. These are my favourite. Not necessarily these, but just British sterling coins. So good. I could buy them. I probably do. Well, no, I'd love them, basically. Losing my words a bit here. But we've got to lock in. There's lots to get through, so you can't be dilly-dallying and mucking about. This is a Victoria florin. It's in lovely condition. It really is. And of course, any of the British ones, like this one, before I sell it on, before I do whatever I do with it to sell it on, be it online or in the shop, I will, of course, check every coin against my own collection, because that is the priority. Despite, as I say, wanting to give you nice coins and good deals, I am the priority here. Any nicer coins in my collection is first. And then the one that was in my collection, or if it's not as good as my collection, then it can be stock, if you will. 1920 half crown, £10. I wouldn't have paid £10. I think 6. Did they reduce it to 6? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Like I say, pretty much the prices are right. I would have paid a bit less because these scrap at about 8-ish, 9-ish, depending on the price. And like I say, I just buy 50% for my own hoard. So we've got some 50% coming up here. This one's I'll probably pop most of these out. There's a few nicer grade ones in here. But I'll probably just pop most of these half crowns out and put them in there we go, £8. It's a nice condition one though, actually, to be fair. I will have to check my date run again for these as well. But yeah, 50% is usually just for my sort of hoard of it. Yes, right, £15, again, great price. In fact, let's get some of these out because we don't want to be looking at plastic all day. As I'm filming outside, I might have to lean over a bit. Don't know how, hopefully they're all not too overexposed or whatever on the camera for you there. But look at that. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? 1885. Most of these dates I do have, like I said, it'll be a case of condition checking rather than date checking. But a lovely coin. 1901. You can see that one nice enough through the flip. Lovely, lovely coin. And some of these, my own personal collection of these spade style shield half crowns are rather worn. I wouldn't actually be surprised. Oh, has that been? Look at that. Someone's been trying to get into that one. Guess I'll finish the job. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these are upgrades to my collection, because they are very nice. Like I say, a lot of these are bought at and around that sort of scrap price, but that is not, and I repeat, that is not a scrap coin in my opinion. We have 1899, that same design there. Veiled Head Victoria. 1885 again, so another one. We just had another one. And when there's two, I'll probably split these up to sell. So I will mention what is the other way of buying. If you're not local or nearby or wanting to have a big journey to get down to the shop in Salisbury, we do have our Whatnot auctions. There's a link in the description. Anyone who has not yet joined Whatnot has £10 free credit to use on the auctions, and we do huge giveaways. At the end of the video, I will show you some of the stuff we're giving away, about £200 of silver to be given away this Sunday. That's tomorrow. Be there free giveaway, as all giveaways are free, free silver, giveaways, £10 free credit if you're new, and loads of amazing coins to buy. This is mostly here what we see, bullion and sterling, but they've also got lots of collectible pieces, modern pieces, hammered coins galore, well worth being in there. So just click the link. It's a whatnot. It's an app, online app thing that you just click, put your name, address in as you would on many of these things, and then you can bid. And what you bid will be posted after you paid to you. It's just online shopping basically, but where I'm the seller. Anyway, that was far too long to explain it. Hopefully you were pleasantly distracted by this coin. This is an 1883, and this one, again, I'm looking forward to updating my collection. Excuse me. And what I won't do is do that in this video, because it's going to be far too long if I do all these coins and show the giveaway prizes. So stay tuned for another video another time where I'll do a big collection update and improvement, if you will. Right. I won't zoom out too far because we'll keep bringing the coins up, but you can, the background is filling up, which is a good thing. 1896. I know that I actually have a very nice, not very, very nice, but quite a nice 1896. So that one's probably not an upgrade. 1878 could be a new date for me, actually. Very worn. It is a collectible coin. A lot of people would sort of say, just don't bother with coins like that. And I would say, well, at spot price, new date if it is, holds the place, gets me in a little silver investment. Why not? Why not bother? Obviously, in the future, I wouldn't want that to be my final one, if you will. I would try to get a better one. But some of those 1870s dates are quite rare, as is this. For that one, I have the mintage will have been on screen. You will have seen it. And same for this, 1845, which I believe I do have. Again, who knows? Stay tuned for that big collection update video, and we'll see what's new and what's better. But 1845, just about visible there, a little bit over that melt price, but very cool coin. Hopefully one that's new for me, because the only problem, and it is a bit of I am really appreciative to be able to buy this much, and then because we do have the cabinets in the shop and the whatnot, I can then sell it on. Obviously, if I had to keep them all, then it wouldn't be a bad thing, but I wouldn't be able to buy much else for a while, if you know what I'm saying. 18 for a 1909 half crown there. Love Edward VII coinage, good stuff there. I'm only missing a few dates of half crown of him. I know that there's not many to begin with, but 1905 is that one we really want. What was I saying? I've lost my train of thought. I was saying, oh yes, even though it's great fun to be able to buy all these, look at them, show them off to you, and then sell them on again, it is nice also to keep a few bits for myself as a big unboxing, because otherwise it just feels like, oh, where'd all those nice coins go? But onwards. Another bag here. I think this is a crown bag, in that they are all crowns, and every single one, the prices, I did have a quick peek, did say a few different things, but every single crown was £35, which is a great price. And look at this, it's going to be good. I'm going to get them all out. I'm going to do that last because I'll get through the rest, and we'll pop every single one of these out and get a handful of silver crowns. Won't that be amazing? So let's carry on. Let's go for this bag. Not as much in this one. Oof. Right, we're in, and they are almost out. There we are. Professional unboxings as always. This is the Robin Hood 1 ounce fine silver. So it's a UK coin, one of those capital gains tax exempt, sort of best value ones probably from the Myths and Legends series. And again, I won't be keeping that with the King Arthur, Robin Hood, all that kind of stuff. But do I see myself maybe at some point buying those again? I do like the series, but it's just quite expensive. They released recently the Dracula 1 ounce Dracula coin. But if you want to buy it in and buy into the series, the Royal Mint were charging £65 for a 1 ounce coin. And if that's like, oh, that's, we're collecting enough already as I do, it's a big commitment for another series to join. Here we have an 1872 Gothic florin. Who doesn't like a Gothic florin, even in a bit of a worn condition, a bit of a sorry state, perhaps you might say. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. 73 and 72 are quite common years, £13 each for those. We have got the die numbers there as well. Where is the die number on a Gothic florin? I don't actually know that. There we go. I'm looking forward to having a peruse of these coins, maybe looking at an image of a better one to try and find where the die numbers are on Gothic florins. This one we probably won't see because it is rather worn. 1857 has great potential to be a new date for my collection. There it is in Roman numerals. 1857, very possibly, very plausibly, if you will, very hopefully, a new date for my collection, or probably not an upgrade, to be honest, in that condition. Another one here, 1885. There it is. And the good fun, one of the things I think is with collecting, when people are buying a low grade one to someone, then the collection never ends. Because, like, let's just say someone came up to you and said, right, here you go, you could have the full set of every single Gothic florin in uncirculated condition. You'd say, yeah, and I'd say, yeah, I'd say thank you. But then it would be, well, that's done now. You know what I mean? But if you buy the ones you need here and there, fill in the collection, then you can get upgrades and so on and so forth. Because the fun is in collecting. The owning is very good indeed, but the fun is in collecting and building that collection, filling in those gaps. At least it is for me. 1910, the standing Britannia florin from one lovely florin design to another. Edward VII, that famous classic standing Britannia design. And that is rather nice, actually. That is very possibly, I say, hopefully, a new, upgrade for my collection. 1889, just a nice Victoria, Jubilee, good coin, just good, like I say, as this is stock for the shop and the whatnot, good working stock, if you will. 1878, that's not a bad one, actually, really. These are off, I don't know why, these are so very worn a lot of the time. But I mean, like I said, they're just heavily used, weren't they? A lot of the Edward VII ones are worn as well. But that one's not too bad. Oh, hello. Ah, yes. 1920, Canada, 25 cents. I just thought, why not, really? I mean, I won't get it out. There's not really time in today's video to have a proper look at that one, but it's, you know, a bit of fun. Now, I think I might have thought that was a bit bigger. 25 cents, like a quarter, silver quarter size thing for £6. But still, it's a nice coin. 1901 to finish off with. Did we not start with one of those? I think we did. But well, believe me, we're not finished. That's just that. There we go. Look, woohoo! Good stuff so far. Right, let's just get cracking on to this big bag. I think this is a lot more bullion, as they say. 1 ounce silver. This is actually not going to come out in one go, so let's just put it there behind my face and we'll pull them out as we go. This is, oh, hello. This is even better of a coin when you can see it properly in focus. There you go, let's get one of these out. That one's falling apart. Let me touch a silver eagle. There it is. Good weight, good nice coin. These are 999, I believe. Not 9999, but not that you can tell in the hand. This is a 1998. There we go. Lovely coin. Again, £40 for all the 1 ounce bullions. 35, again, like I said, the prices aren't always right. 35, I wish. Not that I got a bad deal otherwise, but I did pay 40 for all of them. So this one, they did at some point update the price, but I think 40 is definitely too cheap. Look at bullion dealers. Seriously, I recommend this because it's shocking. It's like not all of us here are bullion fans. Some of you will be collectors only. Some of you will be collectors and stackers and so on. But the price of silver, like I say, today is about 37, 38. Obviously, it's very volatile at the moment. But bullion dealers for a 1 ounce silver coin will be charging about 55 or more, 50 plus, no, like 56 even, you know. Like I say, the Royal Mint was at 65 for a 1 ounce the other day because there's sort of this shortage that everyone's talking about, and everyone's out of stock, no one's got any silver, and there's lots of demand, not much to sell, so the premiums go up. Oh, look at that, we've lost a lot of lighting. There we go. But there's a cool coin there. Speaking of 1 ounce silver coins, that's a nice one to look at. That's an Australia dollar silver swan. But yeah, like I say, so although this is, you know, that is over spot, £40, and you always pay over spot for bullion coins, you know, obviously. But really, that yes, it's over spot, not by much, but it's actually under the going rate by quite a lot at the moment with the silver squeeze shortages and all that kind of stuff. It says 50, again, 40. Don't know why they would have ever downgraded it. £10. Well, it wasn't selling, I suppose. And at 40, it did sell, as you can see. Now mine. For a moment of time before one of you perhaps ends up buying it. 1907, again, rather nice coin there. I think, although there's a lot of good stock for the shop, well, my collection's going to get a good boost out of this, for sure, because that will probably be an upgrade. We've got 18, look at that one, that was updated, £8. I would have snapped the hand off, the electronic shopping trolleys handles off, buying that at £8, but £15, also a very good deal. Another, you know, above average, not too worn coin, really. It's you know, not a scrap coin. 1906, I don't think I paid £11. Interesting, because it's like, I don't know why there would ever be, on a few of them, just a bit of a difference, but maybe I paid £11. It's a nice coin, worth about that, isn't it? I'd say. Nice Edward VII, probably an upgrade for the old personal collection, which is a dangerous thing. As I say, this is a business move, right? Boom, buy coins, boom, sell coins. That's what a coin dealer does. But keeping too much of them, or keeping the nicer ones and then having lower quality, so therefore lower price, lower price stock to sell, is a bit dangerous in terms of a cash flow spending point of view. Anyway, these ones melt about 7, so I'm not, yeah, again, pretty good prices. 18.99, 18.68, which could be, we're having focus problems here, I'll have to zoom in a bit. Possibly new dates for these two, 1851 and 1868, just some good old fun, earlier Victoria young head coinage. Either upgrades, either new dates, either stuff to sell. Can't go too far wrong, I'd say, hopefully. Find out. £5 for an 1844 half farthing. These are fun, these are good coins. I do have one. In fact, I think I might have an 1843, potentially a new date. If not, just a good fun bit of stock, as they say. Oh, look at that. African wildlife leopard, 1 ounce 999 coin. This one I'll probably, me, Charles and Max may buy this, or they might pay a third of this each to me, because we don't have a, what's this one? Somali Republic coin in our 1 ounce world coin collection. So that will probably go into our joint collection. Just good stuff. 1996. Yeah, these not really the right size coin flip there, but for £40 again. We're bored of them now. You've seen it, you know what it is. It's the US Eagle. 87 there. Is that the rare date? One of these 80s ones, I think, was the rare date. There it is. 87 or 86. Who knows? Let me know. But still, even if there's not any sort of rarity to it, it is a good price, I would say. Okay, 22 minutes in. 22 minutes of coiny fun and games. And if you're still here, you've got one more bag to go. And then we're on to the ending with the crowns, and then I'll show you all the giveaways. In fact, let's do a giveaway in this video. Stay tuned right to the end, and on the video, you can win a free silver coin, and then you can come to Whatnot to win way more free silver coins, £10 free credit and all that stuff. Yes. Oh, the wind has just taken that bag off, but as long as the silver stays here, then we don't mind. 1883 half crown. I've got a lot of sterling half crowns. I mean, you know, if you are someone that collects them, then, as I say, you know where you can get them now. 1881, 1889, and again, it'll be good fun popping all these out of their thingies, comparing against my collection. 1875, I don't actually have to memory. There we go. One for me, perhaps, hopefully. Well, you know, as long as there's not too much for me here, once I work it all out, then that'll be fine. 1896, we've seen one of those before today. 1893, and a bit of a big coin doodah. But again, £15. I don't, obviously the price has gone crazy up and then down and mucking about. Who knows what the price of silver is as you watch. But that is about, well, that is about it, really. 15-ish pounds is scrap price, so can't go wrong. 1873, die 170. Where's the die number then? That's the mystery of the day. I assume it would just be below Victoria somewhere, but I'll have to have a look. My goodness me, this table is looking, wow. 1901, we started with that one, didn't we? So I think we've got 3 of those now. 1890, there we go, Jubilee era. 1855, £5. Again, possibly an upgrade for me, possibly, you know the drill. Then 1910 and 1906, so Edward the 7th, oops, there he is, sixpences. You don't see many sixpences, really. Well, you do, but they're I don't know. Half crowns and florins are much more, at least in my collecting world, they are much more common to see. The sixpences you just don't see very often. They're probably the least seen denomination. Anyway, I can't be rambling. Let's go into these crowns. Right, there's one. And what I'll do is I will show you them in the packet and then get them out, and we can pause to save a little bit of time. So we've got 1896. I don't really need to show you this actually, because we know they're all 35. Some priced down, none priced up, it would look like. 35, 35, 35. Right, I'll be back. I'll get these out and we can have a bit of a, yes, bit of fun. Ooh, look at this. I hope this is being given justice. My goodness. Filming works much better with a green background actually, but a bit of a shame. Well, Oh, all these are in the way. What an annoyance that is. Anyway, look at those. Imagine back in the day, you could go to the bank. We all know Christopher collects in his massive coin hunt extravaganzas. He does. Well, I do coin hunts as well, but he's the king of circulating coins. But back in the day, imagine someone, a coin collector, going to their bank and getting sort of that out. That would be what? What's there? 1, 2 pound. What would be £2 and 5 shillings? Anyway, let's have a look at them. £2 and 5 shillings from your bank account, and you'd walk out with all this. 1898, 1893, 93 again with a bit of a nick to the top. 1895, 1893, 91, 95, 96. That is 441, which is 9, which we already kind of worked out. You'll notice they all have edge inscriptions because they're all veiled heads except for this one, which is a Jubilee head. My least favourite design, I must say. I prefer the veiled head on these, and who wouldn't prefer an edge inscription rather than just reading? But no. Right, we're almost half an hour in, so I probably should stop playing with big silver coins. Like I say, as with any of these coins today, these will be compared and contrasted against my own collection. Any upgrades, any new dates? Don't think there'll be new dates. In fact, there isn't new dates. But yes, potentially some upgrades. And if not, who doesn't love a silver crown? How I want to just keep these and play with them. But yes, I have mentioned, of course, where you can buy these coins. If no one comes and buys all these, then I can't say I'll be devastated. I'm more than happy to sort of hang on to these, as I say, working stock. Right, so there's the big unboxing done. Now what we're going to do is a quick list of 4 things before the end of the video. I will show you the whatnot listings, I will show you the whatnot giveaways, there'll be a quick message from me, and then the giveaway for this video, so stay tuned. Right, so here we go, having a little look on my phone. Here is the whatnot, and this is only 26 items, there's loads more, but you can see tons of hammered coins going past, an early milled coin there, a Maundy coin, the crown, a crown of many, lots of the coins you saw today, some of the sort of sterling stuff. As we see, lovely good stuff. There's some USA coins, plenty of USA coins, modern coins. I'll be listing more of those. There's another bullion one there. That's just a sort of initial tranche that I've listed. So there's just a glimpse of some things listed already. But of course, as you've seen, there is rather a lot of new coins. So my job today will be listing lots more of these ready to be bought for the auction tomorrow. And we've got lots of proof coins, as you can see there. If you have a quick scout about with your eyes, proof coins galore to add to those sterling old ones as well, bullion, so on, so lots of stuff for everyone. Now then, as for the giveaways, that's the stuff you can buy and bid on. These are the giveaways. I'll be giving away for free a silver proof 1977 Silver Jubilee crown. I'll be giving away a sterling 1916 half crown. And these, by the way, you don't have to buy anything, you don't have to do anything, you literally just have to be there in this live stream, click enter giveaway. When these pop up, there's a 1 ounce Armenia coin there, very nice coin, and these could all be yours for free. Just a random select. Anyone who's watching could win any of these 3 by just tapping enter giveaway. So definitely worth being there. And you can also win this completely for free. Again, anyone there watching can win this. This is a proof set from 1986 for free. This is the buyer's giveaway, this one, only this one. So this will only be available to those who have bought something at the end of the live stream. This is Perth Mint Diwali coin, by the way. At the end of the live stream, I will do this one, run giveaway, but only enterable to those who have bought something. So it sort of narrows down the playing field, higher chance of winning, but of course you will have had to make a purchase at some point to win that. So lots of cool giveaways and stuff to buy, so definitely be there, 6 PM Sunday tomorrow. Now then, channel message. I want to say, I want to return to varied content. I apologise if I perhaps have lost my way a bit with just unboxings and sort of talking about coins being sold, because I was looking at the channel, the videos, and saw that the last, videos just all in a row with lots of unboxings, which is great. They're actually our most popular video, and I love doing unboxings, showing all these wonderful coins. But I do also want to mix in lots of videos about my own collection, because lots of people like to see my collection, the date around how it progresses. Of course, coin history, coin facts and values, those kind of classical, older, informative videos. And do comment below other ideas to mix in with the unboxings, just to return to a bit more of a varied, general coin channel style of video. And do comment below your ideas. And also, as you're commenting below, the most liked comment on this video, you can comment anything you want, and the comment with the most likes will win these 3 coins. 2 hammered coins there, fairly damaged, and a 1922 silver shilling. So these 3 coins, all up for grabs for free, And it will simply be if you're subscribed, you leave a like and leave a comment. I will then check, and that most liked comment will win. So make sure you think of something cool to comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time with Bits and Bobs. Have a great day.